Kia ora team. So you want to make a cookie cutter. This is one possible way that you could go about creating an outline that would be suitable for a cookie cutter, and then give it some walls in TinkerCad. So it's it's finding an image off the internet and then converting the file type to an SVG, which is suitable for TinkerCad. Now you have got access to this bit of paper that has your instructions on it. However, I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to talk you through it. Alright, so the first thing is finding a suitable image. Now, I've talked about using a silhouette, so something like that could be useful. The other thing that you could do is actually go flower, drawing, outline, or whatever shape that you're wanting to make. So we're going to bring in an image with lines. Now, if it is complicated like this one, and we brought this in, we'd either need to get rid of a lot of bits in the middle, because currently you'd end up with lots of pieces, lots of biscuit pieces. You could, if you could get the outline only, then do this again and make a pressing stamp with the lines that you've got there. However, let's see if we can find something a bit simpler. Again, this is one where it would create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cookies, because the lines are going right through. So keeping on scrolling, that one, I reckon I'm going to be able to cut some bits out of it. So I've just right clicked, I'm going to save the image, I'll call it flower, save it. I now need to convert it because currently it's not the sort of file that I could use. So I'm going to use this converto. It's got convert more files because I've already been at it, converting files. I'm going to choose my file, I put it on the desktop, I named it flower, there it is. I need to say what type of file I want to convert it to. So currently it's a PNG. So I'm going to cruise down here, I'm looking for vector and I'm looking for SVG, and then I hit convert. Now takes a few seconds, so it's busy converting away. Once it's ready, I'm going to download it and I'm going to put it back onto my desktop. There it goes. So download, kaboom, this is it. And I'm going to click, I hope this is it, yeah, flower. I'm going to click the folder icon, and at the moment I can see, if I look at the top, it's in the downloads. I want to drag it onto my desktop, so I've just done that. So there that goes. Now I'm going to go to TinkerCad, where I've got a few things I've been playing with, and I am going to import. Choose a file, and I know it's on my desktop and I know it's called flower. There it goes, and I'm going to pop that on the board. Now you will notice that as it is, there would be lots of cookies created here, which is not going to be helpful. And also you can notice it's far too big for my work plane, so I'm going to need to shrink it. First thing I need to do is zoom out so that I can see it. Second thing I'm going to do is click on part of it, and so I can bring up these little box nodes, or the corners. I'm going to put my finger on shift. I'm going to grab that one and I'm just going to shrink it down. Now, putting my finger on shift means that it keeps the dimensions the same. I'm going to let go now. So what I can see is that it's going to be 81 centimeters wide. So that's looking at the cookie. At the moment it's 126 the other way. I'm going to be getting rid of some bits. Right, there we go. Cool. At the moment the height of this thing is 4.5 millimeters. That's half a centimeter. That's not going to be very good for cookie cutting. I reckon I want at least 20 millimeters, but I'm going to be playing around with this, so I'll just yeah, there it is. So I could cut this, I could make this, yeah, as is. I could also use this as a stamp if I can get my shape, but I need to get rid of the leaf and I need to get rid of these middle bits, and the easiest way for me to get rid of these middle bits is grab a cylinder in, and I'm going to change the size of that. I'll use that tool. Woo, and just zoom out a bit. I'm looking straight down. I'm just going to sort of experiment a bit, do a bit of pulling of these sizes, and there's probably, oh yeah, so I'm just, watching as I do this, looking at where it's, oh, that's a bit close to that corner, and okay, let's select and group. Right, there's the middle bits gone. So some of that's a bit nasty, and I could go in and sort that out a bit more. So for instance, this bit here, I would quite like to trim it up a bit. Oh, it's the irritating thing. Now, need to cut off the leaf, I think. So again, I'm going to use a cube this time, and oops, I'm going to make it a bit bigger, spin it around. Where is, oh yeah, there. This is one of those times where I'll actually just swing it around. Make that a bit bigger. Okay, this is not perfect, but it's going to get rid of a bit. Oh, I did the wrong, I didn't sort its size out. Let's, oh no, oh yeah, that's okay. We'll make that, yeah, everything is 20 millimeters. Are they, actually I'll tell you what, with my cube, I'm going to make that 30 mil high, just to ensure that I cover everything. Now let me top view. I'm going to use my arrows, and I have, right, just select everything, group, got rid of most of it, and I just need to play around and get rid of these pieces, and I would have a flower cookie cutter. And it's cool because the sides look like they would be about 2 millimeters thick, which would be nice and sharp for a cookie. And I should stop playing and stop this video and let you go to it. So yeah, it's starting to take shape. There is another method that you can use, and for that method you would need to have TinkerCad, and that is video 2 for you to have a look at. Good luck.